morning, Internet. Welcome back to the channel. It's another absolutely beautiful day here in North Carolina, and I thought I would share with you a little bit of what I've done with the Trek bike, the latest little project that I've had. What we did was we added a handlebar extender onto it. The reason we did that is because I wanted to get a more solid mount for my camera. And so we'll talk a little bit about that. We're going to go ahead and flip this around and take a little ride. As you can see, that is really a piece of cake to flip right around there. We go from shooting one direction to shooting another as an absolute piece of cake. Now I've had basically two ways of mounting my my camera on here. One way has been on a body mount strapped to me. The other way has been strapped to the handlebar. And the body mount, I really like the perspective of it. You get to see your hands and how you're doing with the shifting the gears, and you got the display and everything is shown there. So it's a pretty nice perspective. The disadvantages of it is as soon as you change positions, let's say you go to a more aggressive stance because you're going to get off the road or something like that, well, you lose that perspective. It changes as you change your body position. And so there's that. And then there's the fact that you really don't know what you're filming. If it moves, well, you might be filming your feet for 5 minutes before you even realize it. You can get an app on your phone, and that'll tell you what you're filming, but they lose their Wi-Fi connectivity very, very often, and they're not the easy, then you got a few minutes for it to kick back on. So that's not really the best way of doing it. Now, the other way I've been using is mounted to the handlebars. That's pretty nice. You've got a little bit of a display showing, and so you can see what's going on there, and see what pedal assist you're in, see what speed you're in. Disadvantage is you can't always see that because of the lighting, and it's so close to the camera, and so that way is not really ideal, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It does show something in the frame besides just that idea of floating in space. I've never really liked that perspective. If I'm riding something, I don't care if it's a motorcycle or a horse or a bicycle or a roller coaster, whatever it happens to be, I want part of that to be in there. I think that just gives you a nice perception of what's going on. And so we wanted to keep that with it as well. Downside of that was the way that gets connected is it's hooked up right where your handlebar goes from thicker to thinner, and so you've only got one little corner attached, and it can loosen up very easy, especially if you get off the road, especially if you go on some rougher trails. If you're bouncing that thing around a little bit, it's going to shift and loosen. So that's a major disadvantage right there on it. That brings us straight into today's video, folks. So let's take a look and see what we've done about it. So this is what we got. This would be the handlebar extender. And got a very lightweight bar. Allen wrench, and there should be two clamps in there. Simple enough to put together. All right, I think what we're going to do is we're going to set this inside of that display. We're going to see if we can set it on the inside of that. I'm not 100% sure we can. But we're going to give it a shot. There we go. Boy, I tell you, it just barely fits. Barely fits in there. But the key to barely fitting is the fact that it fits. Now we can slide the bar back in there. Go. And we are good to go. So what we've ended up with is 3 lights on here and then a GoPro mount. We'll put the links down below for the different parts on here, but I can tell you the center light is outrageously powerful. I don't believe it's available anymore. I'm going to check again today. Maybe it is available again, but and the 2 side lights here, they're good as well, but they're not as good as this one is. Now we've also got this GoPro mount. We'll throw the link in for that. And we'll go ahead and hook the GoPro up and take a look and see what we got. So what we've got this hooked on, but we can turn it anywhere we want, all the way around. I think you may have seen that earlier on the video because I had it on here. I turned it all the way around to film myself. You just twist it, but it is, I mean, I'm sitting there bumping on it right here and it's rock solid. So, and it gives a pretty good perspective of where we're at. You know, if you're on a bike, I'll sit here and try to beat the front end into the ground and it won't matter as far as the camera is concerned. It's going to stay exactly right where it is. So that is a definite plus. We're going to be doing a few of our videos off of this perspective here, and we'll see if we need to change anything else. So, but how about the lights? See, through the summertime when it gets hot here in North Carolina, many a times I'll take my ride before the sun ever comes up. And I've been wanting to get some better lights up front, just haven't gotten around to it, just working off the stock Bafang. But these right here, they really come through for me. I also was hoping to find something to have a flashing daytime light anytime that I get into traffic, and that issue has been solved here as well. Now this clip was shot at about 6 o'clock in the morning, and it really doesn't do justice for how much light these things really put out. Because the sun is starting to come up already. But I gotta tell you, I can ride very comfortably any time at night now. So we got the lights, we got the camera, we've got all kinds of action going on right here in sunny North Carolina. What are we going to be up to next, Internet? Well, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and you'll be the first to know. Hey, until then, stay safe, God bless, and keep them wheels rolling. We're out.